evening, Brighton. Just like the time I had a threesome with a mermaid, unfortunately I've got the tail end again. So, it's wonderful to be here on such a fantastic occasion. Everyone's first stand-up gig, my own first stand-up gig. Can't even blame stuttering. There's a bullshit to it, isn't it? My own first stand-up gig. You know, you could be witnessing a big bang moment here, the birth of a star. Or more likely the starting point of my tragic demise, culminating in a news report finishing with the line, "before turning the gun on himself." I've got 3 children, thanks, top shagger. I like to think of them like the Back to the Future trilogy. Really should have stopped after the first 2. And the second one's my favourite. You don't have favourites as a parent. You really do. So we live in Chichester. Anyone here from Chichester? I'm sorry about the lack of canopies, guys. Didn't ask the venue, just have to make do. We live in Chichester. My children getting quite a sort of middle-class upbringing, quite a comfortable upbringing. I have to work really hard to get them out of their little bubble. Realised I needed to do this. We were on holiday last year, staying at a bed and breakfast, and my youngest daughter said to me, she's like, "Daddy, there isn't any butter left." I said, "It's quite time. Let's have some margarine." "What's margarine?" Fuck's sake. "Oh, it's margarine where Granny has her chalet in the Alps." I didn't dare tell her that the jam wasn't even Balmain jam. That would really be rubbing salt in the wound. Malden sea salt in my case. My son, he's 12, so he's right on the cusp of becoming a teenager. Really difficult time. Anyone with any teenagers in the room? I'm not trying to buy one or anything. Just you got him over there. Any advice you'd give?
Mine's 12 too, so 9.
How old?
12.
12. Okay, so we're going to go through this together. Yeah, I can just see the drama. But anyway, started to try and teach my children a bit more about the world, get them out of their little bubble. Started to take them places to where I used to grow up, teach them things my dad taught me. Started off with a sausage roll at Greg's, or Gregory's as it's called in Chichester. Invested some of their trust funds in the 2p machines at the arcade. And I taught them a very important skill that my dad taught me as a child: how to sit in the corner of a pub with a bottle of Pound Pops and shut the fuck up. We went to my old local, proper pub, meat raffle, weak lager, strong views on immigration, and a floor stickier than a mermaid's tail. Thanks. There was this guy in the pub. He had his shirt off. He had this white bin bag full to the brim with Cathedral City. Security tag still on. I think in hindsight it might have been stolen. My daughters were quite taken aback by the sight of this topless man. They've grown up in a household where even the radiators are covered. Proper radiator covers from John Lewis, mind. Not covered in towels or my mum's knickers. My son, bless him, he was there with his Barclays Junior Savings card, asking the man if he had any Gruyere. So my son's 12, just on that cusp. You really worry about them, the influences boys have on them. You know, Tate's been in the news a lot recently, and you kind of worry about these extremist influences and things like Tate. We always stick to the National Portrait Galleries if anything. much safer. I really vividly remember those kind of early, innocent, confusing feelings as a boy. watching Jet from Gladiators on how tough to grapple someone, and wondering why my willy felt all tingly. Or the girl from the band Hanson. The Littlewoods catalogue, that was another guilty pleasure of mine. Pages 23 to 29, brass section, happy days. I remember being sat behind the sofa at home, flicking through pictures of middle-aged women in 90s, like some sort of reverse nonce. But I was quite a late starter when it came to actual relationships. I remember rather optimistically packing 100 condoms for my first year at university. Came home end of first year, 101 condoms. They were giving out free ones at the freshest fair. So, it's all turned out alright. Married, 3 kids, and Gladiators back on telly. So, You've been a wonderful audience.